Vintage Sports special presentation on IBC 13 of the provincial showdowns of the PBA. First possession to Swift. Toss downstairs. First basket of the basketball game belongs to Meneses.
Let's look for Alaska early, trying to set up their offense inside as JoJo drives the baseline.
And we are tied here in the first minute of play. It's 2-all. Alex Araneta here working with Jim Kelly and Butch Maniego. Baling it is jammed, gets it back, misses it, and Solomon takes care of the rebound. Johnny A, wild attempt, and it's Meneses embracing the basketball. Looks like Alaska pushing up in these first two sequences.
Alaska really busting out of the blocks there.
Meneses launches, hits the edge of the board. Here's Johnny A. Gardel is fouled from behind, but Solis is going to be the one called for the foul.
Well, Alaska is off to the races here. The first three times they've had the ball, they've beaten Swift down the court in transition.
Yang Giao was hollering for a little more passing before taking the attempt. Still in the first minute of action here, Jim.
Yeah, we touched on style up in the beginning of the show. Alaska always looking to push it up court. If not, they're a very patient team. Swift being one of the premier one-on-one post-up teams in the league.
Here's Solis. Sees a crack in the defense and uses it to the hilt. And quickly Alaska takes it strong, fast, hoping to beat Swift downstairs. Solomon is posting up. Asaitono there to meet him. Solomon launches. It is too strong. Bonel Balinget has a hand on it. Lastimosa tries to yank it away to no avail. Meneses. Asaitono hoping to have the same game he had against this team last time. As we mentioned, 43 points. Solomon gets underneath. Nice reverse.
It's tempo all the way here for Alaska. Really pushing the ball towards the basket here.
And Alaska is in front 7-4. We're into 10 minutes and 4 seconds in this first quarter. Estrada takes a try. It won't work. Alaska in possession. Referee De Leon, by the way, I failed to mention the referees. They are Ledesma, De Leon, and Belio. Estrada gets the foul. His first, second on the team.
And that's an offensive foul on Johnny Abariantos. Very good denial defense there by Troy Estrada, whose job it will be to deny Johnny A the ball.
7-4, 9 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Here's Nelson Asaitono from the left. It will not drop in. Estrada, fall away, Baling it. He is blocked, but he will get 2 chances from the free throw line.
Early going here. Players having a little problem with outside shots. Trying to get the rhythm here.
Foul on Araneta. Oh, this is great slow-mo action.
2 big men going at it. Alex Araneta and Bonel Balingit.
So Balingit is on your picture. Misses the first free throw. Balingit has an average of 4 points. Playing time, an average of 10 minutes. He has managed to snare 2 rebounds. He had that one good game. Unfortunately, Swift did not win that one against San Miguel Beer.
And last time out, Bonel's best game of the season, but I'm sure he much would rather have gotten a W there for his team. Foul that time. Down low on Al Solis against JoJo. And that's 2 already on Al.
Here's Abariantos. Gardel downstairs to Solomon. Solomon hard pressed against Asaitono. Solomon, yes.
Nice.
Oh, but Ernie De Leon says a step too many.
Oh, he had Nelson up in the air. However, he took a little bunny hop there.
Yes. 7-5. Alaska is in front. Time remaining 9 and 20. Opening quarter here in San Fernando, Pampanga. Meneses is wide open.
And that's what they're going to have to do when they double team Nelson over on the strong side there. Swing the ball around and use their outside shooting ability with Solis, Meneses that time, and also Distrito from the bench.
And there's a bucket provided by Jonathan Cardell, who has 5 points in this first quarter of play. 5 of the 9.
Tim Cohn calls him his most improved player.
And maybe rightfully so. Growing in confidence. Bonel Balingit.
Big man. Nice little jump hook in the lane.
We're tied at 9. This is deadlock number 3. Alex Araneta. Turnaround flip. Yes! (11-9).
There's a double team of Nelson again.
Balingit, difficult catch to work with, ends up losing it at the baseline.
I think we're going to see a variety of people coming at Nelson Asaitono, especially after the last game when San Miguel had some success doubling him, limiting him to 12 points, and Swift offense struggled a bit. Johnny has no struggle there. Drills a 12-footer.
And he gives Alaska a 4-point advantage. 7:45 remaining in the opening period. Solis launches a triple, nails it. And Solis now has made the game go 13-12. Lastimosa fakes left, goes right, pumps. One step too many. Ernie De Lea with the sharp eye of those traveling violations.
And JoJo's a little puzzled what he did there.
And
Tim Cohn's a little puzzled as well, but it will stand.
Of course, Tim Cohn getting in his 2 cents or 10 centavos worth. Hook shot.
Big Bonell getting into the lane.
And Bonell has 5 in the game to give. And that basket, in fact, gives Swift the lead, 14-13. Cardell.
Oh, nice move by John Adell. He's gotten into the lane 2 or 3 times already here.
And that 10-footer changes the lead, gives it to Alaska. 6:36 to go. Triple V by Solis. This time it doesn't work. Johnny Abarientos. Fast break for Alaska. Lastimosa. He actually invited the foul there.
Boy, Alaska is just flying up the floor there, and they're leaving Swift behind. They've had the numbers on a number of fast breaks there. That time, he busted right by Bonell Balingit, and you see Nelson getting down very late, bumping in, and there's a shot. There's a 3-point opportunity for Joe Glass.
Lastimosa has 4 points in this opening quarter. Lastimosa, an average of 15.2 per outing for Alaska Milk. Takes care of the 3-point play. 18-14, Alaska moves in front by 4 with 6:22 remaining. Rudy Distrito sends it straight and into the hole.
I think the Alaska defense is really keyed on stopping Nelson, and all attention is on him. And sometimes with that quick burst down and spurt to the basket, they're going to get some layup opportunities or some tracks into the lane there.
Shot clock is down to 4 seconds. Lastimosa, short jumper, nails it. Facility, this convention center here in Pampanga has a very clear shot clock, which is something you miss when you go to the other venues, especially on the provincial tour of the PBA. Johnny A. Jolas blocking foul. So it's push, push, push for Alaska here in the first quarter, Jim.
Well, they're definitely testing the transition defense of Swift, and they've had the numbers. Just about any time Johnny A has been able to get a good outlet pass and bust it on down the court there, and it'll be another 2-shot opportunity at the free throw line for Joe Lass.
The time remaining, 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Alaska has a 4-point lead. Lastimosa gets a pair of charities. He has 7 points. 21-16 as we take a look at Elmer Yanga just covering Yang Yao there. Elmer ever so concerned about his ball club.
You talk about a manager being into the game.
Very so much. Distrito. Yang Yao yelling, kilos. No movement.
Oh,
help. Donnell
fella.
Balingit. 7 points by Balingit in this opening quarter. 21-18 down to 5 and 11. Alaska still in front by 3. Near steal. It is completed. Here's Nelson Asaitono. Picks up speed. The ball is batted away. Ends up on the glass. It's down for grabs. And Solis is really determined. We will have a timeout. 21-18 with 4:54 to go. We'll continue. This was that last sequence before we had a timeout taken by Yang Yao. We're going to have a jump here. Look at this. Solis and Solomon. Bang!
Solis going down just about on the floor to pick up that loose ball. Solomon right there with him.
And our graphics crew providing you with some numbers. Alaska is pushing it here.
Well, that was obvious right from the start. Steal the tip. Big fella misses that time.
Alex Araneta is not going to take Donnell Balingit lightly here. Nobody can. Really big fella. Lastimosa's shot hits the side of the board. Johnny A bounces, hope to bounce it against Estrada. Failed there. It's Swift's ball. Solis short on that try. We have a battle underneath. Ooh. That's Cardell and Estrada.
Troy Estrada there. Swift doesn't seem to be in sync yet on their fast break as we see Alex swatting one away there and ball rolling around. Estrada and Cardell.
As we swing back to live action, Distrito takes it strong inside. 21-20, Alaska is in front by a point. We're in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, in Vintage Sports presentation of the showdown in San Fernando. Swift against Alaska. Seth Sarmiento working with Jim Kelly and Butch Maniego.
I think last substitution Coach Yang Yao made was to get Alex off the board.
Meanwhile, it's Distrito picking it up. And Alex Araneta was forced into that ungainly position.
What I was saying was Distrito for Meneses to stop Cardell from getting in the lane there. And that time, Rudy did a fine job on defense.
Nelson Asaitono with a twirl around. It ended up with a foul being called on Solomon. Solomon picks up his first. Let's check the team fouls. 3 on Alaska. Swift is in penalty. Boyvitz Victoria is waiting in the wings. He'll check in after probably this first free throw. Asaitono, let's check on the numbers of Asaitono. There they are.
Very respectable. 28 points per game. League leader, as a matter of fact.
Our statisticians are on the ball. It must be the Tocino or the Langoniza here in San Fernando.
We note the last substitution for Alaska. They brought in Bong Hawkins. And he replaced Jonadel Cardell. Sort of a big, small substitution. Alaska does that quite a bit, and playing with 3 big men right now, and gives the opposition some matchup problems as they make their substitutions on the fly here from a small team to a big team.
Time down to 3:44. This ball game is tied for the 4th time. A foul. Boyvitz Victoria with a foul that sends Alaska into shooting situations. They're over the limit. That's their 16th foul. Here's Johnny.
Johnny, the leading scorer on the Alaska team. 17.2 a game. And his rebound stats are up there as well.
As we take a look at the chairman of the PBA, that's Mr. Wilfred Stephen Uitangsu, rather, on the left of your screens. his wife Carrie, and the commissioner of the PBA, Mr. June Bernardino. So the PBA top brass very much present. Of course, Mr. Uitangso there to root for Alaska Milk.
Well, there's no pretense as to who he's for today.
Here's Rudy Destrito. Hawkins with an eagle eye on him. Solis, 3 circles out. He used so much of the goal there. There's Johnny Abarientos. It's push, push, push. But they have to settle down since the defensive line was assembled. Hawkins has a twirl.
Well, that's the matchup we talked about. Originally, Destrito was on Cardell, which is a pretty even matchup. But then when Hawkins came in, that created a little bit of a mismatch. And here's Alaska once again with the numbers.
Here we go. Solomon open. And Alaska, fleet-footed Milkmen are in front 27-21, 6-point advantage.
And even with the big men, they've got the numbers on the break.
Boivitz Victoria nudged just a bit there. Excuse me, and we have Reyes checking in. Now Yengyao going to a little more size here.
He's got size, and I think he's got a little transition problem as well. They are slow getting back. There is no second thoughts on that. They've got to move a lot quicker to get back in transition, especially the way Alaska is moving the ball up court. There's a double team of Nelson.
Shot clock down to 1.
25 seconds violation.
That will not count. The shot clock was down to 1. It is unfortunate because it was a 3-point connection. We have Zaldi Realubid coming in for Bonel Balingit. Balingit will leave your pictures after 7 points and 2 rebounds. Isabella Lastimosa, double dribble. Double dribble on Jojo.
Jojo again shocked here.
I don't see that called very often. Not just because it's on Lastimosa, but in the pro game. So 27-21, 2 minutes and 17 to go. Here's Boivitz Victoria. Victoria is in the deep right corner, shoves away Johnny, and it's an offensive foul against Boivitz Victoria.
Boivitz having some problems getting started here. He had a bad shot before. That time gets caught for an offensive foul.
Here's Johnny A. As we swing back to live action. Lastimosa begging for it at the low post area. Alex Araneta above the key. Giorgio Lastimosa wants to take the entire Swift team with him.
And there's no stopping Jojo here.
Red hot first quarter for Giorgio Lastimosa. 10 points as Alaska has uncorked an 8-0 run. Destrito applying the brakes. I have to agree with you, Jim, as this one circles in for Swift. Swift seems to be a bit slow-footed here in this first quarter.
They're just not reacting, especially on the rebounds and the transition from offense to defense. Bon Hawkins' jump hook won't go.
And Reyes is in charge of that rebound. We're left with 1 minute and 17 seconds. Boivitz Victoria. Realubid posting up. Boivitz is given a clearance. Shot clock down to 6. Destrito high looping 3. No siree. Realubid says, let me try.
Oh, what a move by Zaldi. Sort of sneaks underneath the arm. Bang Solomon.
It's a 3-point game. Alaska is in front. We have a foul on Victoria.
Foul Victoria.
Boivitz picks up his 3rd personal foul.
And that's 3 quick ones here.
You know, the rookies in their enthusiasm sometimes to get to do the coach's instructions to the letter end up committing some fouls unnecessarily at times.
Especially with the interpretation being now very little contact, no hand checking, and there's been a number of fouls called in a backcourt there. And Alaska is a team known for being able to draw fouls, patient, and when the other team's in bonus situation, which Swift has been for the last 2 minutes or so.
Meanwhile, we had, Jim, Merwin Costello just checked in. So Alaska putting a point on the board, giving themselves a 5-point advantage. Still a 5-pointer. However, here's Solomon. He's trapped. Moment of indecision. He wants to go inside. It's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, Solomon.
Watch this.
Well, Nelson got it right in the chest. Perfect defensive position.
Meanwhile, a trap being employed by Alaska Milk in the backcourt. We're down to 33 seconds. Costello.
9 seconds.
Costello in the street to drop into the deck there. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock of Swift. Our game clock reads 26 seconds, a 5-point Alaska lead. Still in the first quarter. Well, Gomez checking in, and you can expect that if Alaska goes for the last shot, most likely it will be Gomez.
Gomez is their designated long-range bomber, and Nelson Asai-Tono tries one from three-point country. No good.
Here's Costello on fast break by Alaska. It is broken up. Distrito with some rugged defense there. Here's Distrito quickly to Rialubit. Fakes, fires, traveling.
And that was the first time that Swift had gotten back in transition. Came up with a steal, had her own chance for a fast break. Traveling violation on Zaldi Rialubit.
Costello taking too much time on the dribble. We're down to only 3 seconds. There's Costello, Gomez.
No.
I'm not surprised.
Sev, you hit that one right on the head there.
Well, it's been something that they've always tried, Alaska, and now we will prepare all of you for the second quarter in just a short while.